back in the day, we used to get a newspaper, and the one we used to get was called the Daily Mirror. And I remember it for several reasons. One of them was Keith Waterhouse. I used to love the articles he used to put in it. One of them was Marjorie Proops, a little sort of a lady that used to talk about health issues and things, and a bit of a women's labour champion. But she had some very good points. However, it was owned by Ghislaine Maxwell's dad. Mr. Maxwell, look into that. One of the managers, the editors, was Piers Morgan. Bit of a tenuous link there. Look into that. And then you realise really why you should never listen to any newspaper whatsoever. They're all just propaganda outlets. However, the Keith Waterhouse piece, there was one other thing about the Daily Mirror. They flatly refused to show women's breasts on page 3. They were the first. And I thought that was quite a good move, actually. Even as, a young kid who quite liked to look at these mysterious objects that we never actually got to look at. But anyway, that's beside the point. But Keith Waterhouse had a couple of really, really good pieces in there. One of them was about British Leyland. The guys there were putting the car panels through 2 at a time instead of 1 at a time, and then falling asleep for the rest of the shift on night shift. And he said the guy should have been given a medal instead. Having worked in a place that painted car parts, I can tell you now, no, they definitely shouldn't, because the paint wouldn't have stuck correctly as you're putting them through 2 at a time instead of 1 at a time. It's all manual. It's all worked out so that the paint adheres correctly. Unless I'm wrong on that. Pretty sure I am right. So it probably wasn't a very good idea. Although you probably could have tweaked the process to have made 2 work. But then all that would have happened is you would have increased the profits. But as you can tell, British Leyland just went down the drain. I don't think there's any cars left in the world manufactured by British Leyland. They were a bit rubbish, as several others were. Let's just say I've driven a Honda for years. I'm currently driving a Vauxhall. Again, stopped buying them because they're just too easy to pinch. But anyway, getting back to the Keith Waterhouse issue. So he once gave a method of giving up smoking. And it was, don't give up. Just wake up in the morning and say, okay, I'm not going to smoke today. And the minute you've said that, you can't have a cigarette. But you're going to have one tomorrow. You can definitely have one tomorrow. You can do this. You've already said today you're not going to have one. But tomorrow you can have one. It's brilliant because it gives you the ability to say, yeah, okay, I only have to give up for today. And then when tomorrow comes around, if you can say that again in the morning, you've never given up. You don't have to give up. It's kind of the same with food. You can do the same. So I'm not going to eat some sugar today. I'm not going to eat carbohydrates today. I'm not going to eat rubbish. I'm not going to have fast food and all that rubbish. But I will tomorrow. That's how you do it. You just say, okay, I'm not going to do it today, but I will definitely make a point of nipping down to that little carcinogenic killing place and get myself some nasty carbs and rubbish like that. That's how you do it. So thank you, Keith. Guys passed on, may rest in peace. There were some good things within that newspaper. I'm not blaming the Piers Morgan thing, although why anyone listens to the clown is beyond me. And also Rupert Murdoch. Less said about him, probably the better. Although he did fool a lot of people. I just thought the guy was great at the time. It's only when you find out afterwards. But that's kind of the power of the media. Come on to that one next.